Hi, Dan God Offender here, and just as some very quick and minutes trivia, if you're watching this video and you like the content, make sure you hit the like button, notifications. Also, check out the compiled link that I have that gives you links to my Twitter, to my Twitch, also to my Discord channel. This channel, YouTube isn't monetized because I'm only at 206 subscribers as of this video. But if you can hit those buttons, I believe it's 1,000 is the benchmark for them to review for monetization. Super appreciate it. This is also a follow-up video to what I uploaded yesterday, which was the streamed content from my October 21st, 2019 stream on Twitch. Again, if you want to catch that stuff live, hit the notification on Twitch and follow me there. Super appreciated. But that is, in essence, 2 hours and 45 minutes of some of the most painful Smite content I've ever played through. I created a new account, and I just was up front. My account name is I'm Smurfin, sorry. Because I'm not doing it to try to create a competitive advantage. I'm not doing it to be an asshole. I'm legitimately documenting this whole process so people understand what's going on. And the first 3 hours, we'll call it 3, were painful. They were painful. The first match, which you do immediately upon creating an account name, it throws you into Arena. And for those of you who have forgotten how all this works, that's why I'm going over this. Level 1 account, I play the tutorial, and it immediately teaches you some really bad habits. You're in Arena and you're forced onto Neath, which is fine. And it teaches you to build Executioner first item before boots. They tell you, hey, go buy Lightblade. Lightblade's a great item for Neath. Which it is. Executioner is a good item. Just not first. Probably not second. And then it tells you, when it teaches you about relics, to buy Meditation on Neath. No. It's actually the worst relic you could possibly think of. It also, the rest of it's kind of fine. It's a shortened arena game, which is totally okay. 3v3, 100 tickets instead of 500. So the change they really need to make there is, they need to make it so instead of it telling you to go get Meditation, they need to tell you to get beads. And I'm not saying that beads and Aegis are the best combination for damage characters, but beads, if every person always has beads in Smite, that gets them a lot closer to being contributors than Meditation, especially on damage characters. And it wouldn't be very hard for them to program Ymir to freeze and try to use his Ice Breath very quickly and force the player to get out of that using the beads. That would not be a hard thing to implement. And basically, you get to use the beads until you successfully get out of a freeze. It reinforces that Meditation's like just a crap relic, and it's way overbought on everyone, but I'll buy it occasionally at supports, but that's not the point of this topic. Neath should never have it. It teaches new players that they should have it, and it gives a very obvious effect. And most people don't learn about beads. So that one tutorial brought me up to level 2. I wound up playing an additional 5 games of Arena and 6 games of Joust. My account's still level 4. So that's 11 games, and in none of those games did I ever get to play against a human player. That's 11 games of all CPU. And if you look at the stream, I tried to check multiple times to see if I was doing something wrong. Nope. I was going to the normal queue, but because of my account level, it instead shunted me into versus co-op. Every time. There was no way for me to avoid it, no way for me to get around it, and at no point did Smite ever tell me that I was not playing against humans. Now, I knew that they were bots because I know a lot of the bot names, but if I didn't know that, and new players don't know these things, they would never have thought that. New players, and there's one point in the video where I'm talking to some new players and giving them some advice, especially because the tutorial doesn't tell you that VGS exists. And they actually thought they were playing against humans. They had picked up that they were playing against some bots before in Arena, but they thought once they moved to Joust, they were getting to play against humans. No. Smite fucking just straight up lies to you. They don't have the fucking gall to fucking put you in bot matches and tell you that until you get to this point, you're going to play bots. And this is 3 hours into your experience. Short of having a friend account boost you to get more experience per match and forcing them to sit through CPU matches, I don't know how you get out of this faster. I'm going to probably get through about 13 plus the tutorial, 14 matches before I get to play against another fucking human in this game. Well over 3 hours. If a person's bored of Smite and wants to be competitive, a lot of people at this point are figuring out 3 hours in that you're playing against bots. It's fucking insulting. I can't imagine a new player, and I don't think this was my experience with the game. I'm pretty sure I got to play against humans earlier on. If that's not the case, correct me. I want to be corrected on this shit if I'm wrong. I don't know how someone sits through 3 hours of a glorified tutorial where they refuse to give you actual competition. They try to play it off as competition. None of my matches are recorded or count, which is fine because a 36-2 and 20 game in Arena shouldn't matter for jack shit anyway. But the fucking game lies to you. Smite just fucking lies to the players. 3 hours in. How many people are going to sit through... That was like an entire evening from 9 to midnight for me. Sat down and I played Smite. And that's my first 3 hours of play as a new account. How many people come back from that? How many people play nothing but bots, nothing but non-competitive, unintelligent bots that cannot compete with real players, by and large? I'll admit some of the Arena bots were better than humans I've played with, which is depressing. How many people look back on that and say, man, that was fun, I'm going to do that again? 2/3? Do you lose half your players immediately because you don't give them anything that's interesting to play against? Because the players that I talked to were picking up that they were fake. They were playing against bots. And it'd be fine if it's like 2 or 3 games, but I'm now at a dozen? 11 plus the tutorial. And it doesn't teach you anything. It just makes you sit there and do busy work. So, we'll see if it gets better at level 5. We'll see if they have the fucking fortitude to put me in real matches at level 5. And to be honest, I'm not out there to curb stomp. It might happen, unfortunately. But just a lot. I'm going to try to do my best in those games to teach people what the hell they're supposed to do. That VGS exists. Because people they don't tell you VGS exists. In the new game I had while I was playing with Joust, it was duo queue. They were playing together their first time. They did not know that VGS existed. Which, to be fair, you don't need to when you're talking to them. But communication in Smite is 90% of the fucking game. And Tyrus couldn't tell you what it was in? Alright. This has been Dan God of Thunder. Thank you for watching. I'm going to have more on this. Like I said, I want to document the journey to get an account probably up to level 15. I don't think getting it up to level 30 to play ranked is important. but at least to the point where they unlock everything else in the game that I think should be available way sooner. Take care. I'll see y'all later.